Hey guys, how's it going? What up? Astro Manny here with another video. This time, no Star Citizen. Even though we're gonna try to be a main channel Star Citizen community here, you know, Star Citizen is having its issues, but here we are playing Terra Nil. All right, this game is a cool little game that I watched a few YouTube videos on, and it really just caught my eye. And it was on sale on Steam. Not a big sale, to be honest. So I think it was only like 15% off. But a sale's a sale. And I'm like, you know what? Let's get this game. It's super chill. It's about restoring a planet, terraforming a planet that's become a wasteland, back into a growing and flourishing ecosystem. So, starting a brand new game. I'm not completely new to this game. Well, I'm completely new, as in I've never played the game. Here's the little intro here. But I've seen a few videos, so I kind of know what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's a nice little pretty intro here. This leaf is me. I moved the leaf around. And a small little leaf falls here, and we find the Ecosystem Restoration Beginner's Guide. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? So here's the introduction. This book serves a guide to the intricate process of restoring an environment from a wasteland to a thriving ecosystem. The process is not always easy, and even with this guide, you will need to experiment to understand exactly what needs to be done. On the pages that follow, you will find descriptions of the regions, flora, and fauna you are likely to encounter. The book also contains blueprints of machines and structures that will help you in your task. If you are successful, you will eventually no longer need this book. When that happens, I ask that you pass it along, that it may serve someone else. Good luck with your journey of restoration. Well, anyway, like I said, cool stuff. We're here to terraform this planet and make it pretty again. Make it right again. Alright, so here we go. In the very beginning, you gotta pick your difficulty. It's basically easy, medium, or hard. And I've never seen anybody play on easy mode, so I don't know what that's like. You also get, you get more starting ingredient or resources, and buildings cost less, things like that. I don't know what Zen mode means or whatever, but then the ecologist, words, I can't say words right now. So you get a little bit less starting resources. The buildings cost a normal amount and whatsoever. And the environmental engineer, which is basically the hard mode, just makes buildings a little bit more expensive. And you don't get hints. As you see, there's tutorials on this one here. And this one, there's no tutorials. This says building unlocked objectives enabled. This one says disabled. So, to be honest, between the ecologist, I can't say words. Between these two here, there's not really a big difference from what I've seen in videos. The only thing is this environmental engineer basically means you get no tutorials, and you don't have to do step-by-step procedures. It says not recommended for first playthrough. We're gonna do the medium here just because I kind of like the building unlock objectives. That's what I don't like about environmental engineer. It's like, okay, you have your buildings, go have fun, and I kind of like the step-by-step start from one spot, move to the next spot. Don't necessarily need the tutorials. Maybe in later game. I've only seen the first two areas. This first area is pretty basic, so here, we got basics here. We're not going to really do too much on the controls. And also move with WSAD to move the camera. Okay, the mouse wheel, got it. So you start here with the windmill, and we're gonna just plop our windmill directly in the middle here. Yeah. So then we're gonna real quick go through this tutorial and put these toxin scrubbers that basically take the toxin out of the ground and make it into usable soil again. So the windmills give you power. You need power for the toxin scrubbers, so you need electricity, and then it turns the wasteland into soil. That's basically what's happening. and you have to place the windmills on rocks. So that's basically the gist of that. Irrigation here. The irrigator turns the soil into greenery, as you see, and it gives you resources. So what you do is you place one of these here. Some buildings can be rotated with the arrow. It wants me to rotate. Okay. Oh, that's what it's saying. So, and you can see with this, you have different options. So you have a straight line option. You have a, which I would say that straight line is like vertical, right? I mean, even though it's kind of tilted, and this is kind of like horizontal, right? Then you can do side ones like this way, L shapes in any direction you want. So you have options in how you want to place these. The way the tutorial wants me to do is they want me to do one here like this. And they want me to do one here like this. Like that. Wow, that's pretty good actually, you know. Like, can I zoom out a little bit? I guess not. And then they want to do a straight liner. Boom. And it turned everything into greenery, right? And that's basically it. So we got a greenery goal to get to. And yeah, so we got to get to 30% on the greenery. So this is all we can do here. In this area, kind of covered it all with the windmill, the toxin scrubbers, and whatsoever. So we're going to put down another windmill. You can see, like right here. And we're going to put down more toxin scrubbers. So we want to be able to hit it all. The question is, what is hitting it all, you know? I think, actually, to get the best bang for my buck is to put one there, and then put one all the way out there, and then put one all the way out there. So, that covers up everything, right? That's all greenery. Boom. We're all soil. And then we can take our guy here, and I'm not going to quite get what I want out of this. So there's options of that. That's 75. Let's just do 75. And we'll fill in those areas with, oh wow, we are 1% from getting what we need. That's kind of lame. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place down another guy here. And go ahead and place down a toxin scrubber here. But you see how this gets everything. Boom. You see that? And then we're going to go ahead and put this guy here, and it gets everything. Boom. So then can rotate here, and that just about covers up everything. Beautiful. Beautiful scenes. It's gorgeous. And then this is the tutorial. I kind of wish I didn't have to do this little tutorial. I should have made it not in that case, because it's probably not necessarily the way I wanted to start my game. But for the sake of it, here we are. We still, looks like we need a little bit more greenery to unlock our next building, it seems. But do you see, like, I think we could have gone further out that way. Oh, we still can, I guess, right? We could still go like this. Still go like that. And not necessarily what I want. But so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to fill up this area here. And then that way I can bing, bang, bongo all the way out as far as I can. Bang for my buck. All the way out as far as I can. That's probably going to have to go right there. And then we'll fill up this part here. We'll do a full line and grab 80 there. And that will give us our next available building. And it's a watering tower, but it also requires electricity and a riverbed, and it provides river. So in order to access this, we need a windmill, right? Put a windmill here. and we put a water tower right here. And it's going to fill all this up with water and give us greenery on the side. Pretty neat, eh? Yeah. And then, since we're in the process of making beautiful rivers, can we do it again? I think I'm gonna go there. Oh, I clearly, well, I can undo it, right? There's a little undo button. You can only undo one step. So I want to do that to make sure that I could put the water up here. But I also could just put the water here. Eh. Point is, we need another... We need to earn 130 resources to get our next objective completion. So since we put this guy down, I'm going to go ahead and... put a scrubber. Biggest bang for our buck, right? Put a scrubber as far out that way as we can. And put a scrubber as far out that way as we can. Oh, and then a scrubber right in here. Okay? And then this should give us plenty of greenery. We can do something like this. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something like this. Being a little picky here. Really, when eventually you start making it rain, and then the whole place starts to fill up. But I still kind of want to make it as nice as possible, you know. Got to be careful with your resources, make sure you don't run out, because you can get a game over. I don't see that happening to me on this difficulty or anything, but it's possible. So now we got the calcifer? Is that how you would say that? My words are bad. Anyways, crystallizes nearby greenery into rocks. So if you put this in the river, as you can see there, it will make rocks appear. That's how you can get power to places that don't already have rocks. You know, you see how there's no rocks here to put power? Or anywhere else, like maybe... it's pretty good for this right now, so I honestly don't think we need any of that, because like there's plenty. So we need 75% greenery to unlock our next thingamabobber. And that's why I did this here. So now I have plenty. You know what? I'm going to start with the windmill. And the reason for this is because I could get even more bang for my buck by putting this guy here. Right? Putting that guy there. Make as much as you can into soil before you put down the greenery or the irrigator, because that way you can, like I said, get the biggest bang for the buck. That's probably not worth it right there, but this very much so. So instead of what I was going to get before, I'm now getting even more by going all the way out here, but could just plop one down here and get a huge money or a huge resources thing. So we're actually going to do this, just like this. Boom. That's a whole lot of greenery there. We like to see it. And then we'll do a straight across her and get 21 here. Oh, 26, 29. There we go, 29. Boom. Real close to our 75%, not quite there. Probably could finish it off by just putting that. Matter of fact, no. So we will what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna plop one here. Don't need to put any more windmills just yet. And plop one here. And that should be plenty to get us to our next goal. 171. So our next building here is the excavator, which requires electricity, and it makes a dry riverbed. So it creates a riverbed but poisons the land around it. So what this does is it allows us to punch a hole. I mean, you need electricity, so you have to have electricity, but it allows you to punch a hole, say like this, and you see it makes a riverbed all the way throughout here, which will allow us to put down one of these calcifiers to make new rivers out here and more rocks to get more electricity further out to where we can't currently reach already. So we want someplace with power. Too bad. Oh, that actually works wonders. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a power supply here, a turbine. And I'm going to shoot this all the way through there. You see? Not much land here to poison. And we'll make a new riverbed all the way across. And voila, now we have water and we can make power way out here in the middle of nowhere. So now I will drop one of these bad boys. And we'll drop it like this. And we'll make rock beautiful. I could also just come here and make a bunch of greenery to get this to 100%. But this is using our new tool that we just got. So, with our new tool, will allow us to put electricity in new areas. And now we can fill up the rest of this land using as much bang for our buck as we can. And that's probably just about it. And then what we can do is rotate this bad boy and well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do down like this, because I'll make another one down over there to the right over here, you see. So we'll drop a scrubber here. Nah, maybe not. Well, like I said, we could just do this area. Just trying to, because once I get to 91, or once I get to 100%, things are going to change again. And all these small little patches will eventually get filled up by rain becoming a thing again. So that's a little fact of knowledge that I got from just watching videos on this game, you know. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna place scrubbers here. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna put a guy here and just drop it there. Wow. Alright. So, not quite the perfection that we wanted, but 91 is pretty good. And now we're at 105. So we unlocked a new restoration thing. So, we made 100% greenery. So, the first step in restoration endeavor is to restore the water and plant life. To begin with, increase the green To begin with, increase the greenery in this valley with irrigations, pumps, and toxic scrubbers. Once the backbone of the ecosystem is thriving, your next step is to increase the diversity of growing plants. Introduce Fimbo's wetlands and forests. You'll also need to begin to pay attention to the local climate. So that is our next goal. So we got a new tab of things here. We have wetlands and Fimbos, or new wetlands and beehives. The beehives go on a tree. You see it needs a forest tree, and it gets you resources and Fimbos. Then you have a hydroponium, which has to be placed on an irrigator and on low ground, and it provides you with resources and wetlands. So that is the goal, but we have to kind of realize where we want to put things. I'm thinking of forest over here to the right. Yes, thinking of a forest over to the right, or to, I say the right, I say which way is right, Manny? Oh my god, over here to the left is going to be a forest, and then because we want the forest on this hill, little cheat sheet, there's going to be bears that need to have cliffs in their forest range. Another place that we could put a forest is up there, but there's plenty of beehives and stuff and all that around. So what we're going to do is, there's plenty of trees over here too. That we have such a good land. Such a good land. I'm going to go ahead and do wetlands directly in the middle. Near water. Oh, it has to be near water. Do we have any irrigators? Okay, so near water there. So we turn this whole land into wetlands. And then you might as well put the beehive here, because I can't make any more wetlands over there. See that? And this guy's near water. Okay. Boom. We're gonna need more areas with water around it. Sadly, I didn't. It's because I was being super efficient with my stuff that I didn't really put the irrigators where they need to be. But you see here, we could just put one here. And this is plenty close to water. Bing. And then we could put a beehive here, of course. And that allows us to make a solo amplifier. Focused sunlight allowing you for starting a controlled burn. So need Fimbos for a controlled burn. Oh no. This is, maybe we'll do the forest here. Maybe we'll do the forest there. The wetlands will protect us from burning everything down. So, yeah, maybe we'll do the forest on this side. I think that's the goal now. I mean, we could have a forest in multiple locations, so what you do here is we'll drop this guy. That'll get us a lot of resources. And then ooh. Ooh. Oh, this has lots of potential. So, to activate a controlled burn, we're going to burn this here. Right? Beautiful. And we unlocked the arboretum to build a forest. Use this nutritious ash to create forests. Can be built on burnt buildings and husks. So It requires ashy nutrients and a building husk. See that? So there's that. And it will provide forests. We're also going to burn this area here. Just wanted to make sure that we burn down there as well. Oh no, I wanted to burn over here too. Hold on. A little bit of waste there. Oh no. Uh-oh. Can't get rid of this guy now. Well, we could get rid of it with... Ah! Oh well. Eventually we'll get rid of it. So this is a research center. Reduces the cost of some buildings and unlocks the ability to manipulate region's climate. Requires electricity. So we're just going to plop it right here, right? Okay. Now that you learned the basics of restoration, you need to begin to address the climates. So here we are. We have a climate bar. The humidity bar defines the attributes right now. We're only interested in humidity. Okay. So reaching certain thresholds of attributes will have broad effects on the environment. Okay. So ideal conditions, humidity around 30-70, creates greenery by watering nearby clean soil. Okay. Many buildings modify the climate slightly, but some, like this cloud seeder, change it significantly. Okay. Cultivating the right climate is an important step in your reclamation journey. Good luck. See words. Anyways, so this is the humidity modifier that we need to get to. The maximum is 90%, so we want to get to 90%. So that is the goal, is to get to 90%. We now have the excavator. Oh, well, that is excavator, but it's been dumbed down or made smaller, it seems. That's something I did not catch in the videos. We now have this cloud seeker. So with this, we get humidity. So if I put one here, because it's near a bunch of water, we raise our humidity. And our first goal is just to get to rain begins at 70%. So that's our next thing, is we're just going to drop a bunch of these bad boys around and get some humidity going. So drop that there, drop that there, and then drop that there. Oh, we're so close. Should be able to drop one. Too close to another guy? Okay, sure. We'll drop one here. And we'll drop this guy. I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I want the cloud guy. Only raises up by 2%. It's not what we need. We need more than that. Okay, we need to drop one of these guys down anyways. So we want to go all the way out here. And go... So we get a little bit more water flow. And then we'll drop one out here. So we cut up the land here. And then we're even going to... So we're making an interesting situation here. The question is, do I want to rotate it and go like this, though? Well... we're just making a bunch of water over here. And that should do what I want. more water means more things. And one last one to connect those. Beautiful. And then we'll throw down a water tank. Beautiful, beautiful. And then from there, we'll throw down one of these bad boys. Well, things I want to do before that. Let's put down a toxin scrubber. Because we're going to put an irrigator down here. And get us a bunch of resources. Yeah. And then on that irrigator, we're going to put wetlands in. And what do you know? Rain has begun. That is what we wanted to see. Oh, before any of that happens, let's get a forest going. Yeah, we can. Okay. It'll be nice because we'll even have this area back here for the forest as well. What's really nice about this is now that the rain has started, it's basically meaning we've completed the area, because look at the resources just come in. It's no longer a scare to get a game over at all. Still, I mean, there's obviously more to do, but we didn't get too. But this is nice. This is nice. Let's finish getting everything up. We have completed our wetlands. We need more. Actually, we need more forest too. We'll get there, but let's create our beehives. Like, there's plenty of beehives in this area, right? But, we could build a forest here, but the thing is I don't want to burn everything down. So if I create a forest here, I need to make sure that I make it a controlled burn. And the way to do that, oh, let's make sure that, yeah, water did start over there. The way to do that is we're going to build more of these guys to secure the fact that we don't completely ruin the land. And we'll drop one of these guys. And we'll drop one more. Oh, 6 out of 6? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a new issue I haven't dealt with. 6 out of 6 in energy. Alright. Well, we could just close up here. No, we can't. Wow. This is more difficult than I thought. Okay. The other option is to throw another windmill. Oh, too close. Wow. I could put one here. Okay. Being a little extra here, but we want our place to be beautiful, yeah? All these things in the way. Okay. Worst comes to worst, this will secure us a fact that it won't burn up the whole place. It's still questionable. I should have built it one more back. Ah! That's frustrating. Hey, but we got river going everywhere, alright? Things are beautiful around here. Wow. Way to make life difficult on myself. Alright. This is to secure everything. Okay, final one here. And that should make it beautiful. There we go. Okay. A little less than perfect, but pretty good nonetheless. So now we can burn this whole area up and make another forest, yeah? So I'll put a controlled fire thingy here and burn this down. It's gonna take up. It's gonna take a lot of our beehives away, but that's okay. It's raining right now, so we gotta start putting down the forest right away. Okay, boom. Now we have plenty of forest. Now we just have to re-amp the beehives. And that's okay, because there's plenty of space for beehives. There's plenty over here. Right? There's plenty over here. There's actually plenty over here, too. We're gonna wait till the rest of that fills in. Even throw some here, because why not? Plenty to put there. So the beehives are definitely the easiest ones to do. As you see, you could just place them on the trees wherever you need be. And this should finish up the thing here. Bam. We've completed that, and the place looks beautiful. So, with plant life and climate reestablished, the final step is to construct an airstrip by recycling your buildings, is to remove your presence and introduce fauna to the new custodians of the ecosystem, to be the new custodians of the ecosystem. So, we'll start with an airship, right? But, before we do that, we want to finish getting our humidity to 90. So, let's go back to our Cloud Seeker and throw us another 3%. Too close, too close. Do we not have enough? Do we not have enough water going around, man? Maybe we need more. Well, again, we have plenty of resources, so it's no biggie to just toss one of these bad boys in and then make ourselves a windmill here and then drop us another one of these guys. Now we only need 1 more %, which I'm sure we could find that. One more %? You're killing me, game. We need our salmon to run free. Okay, let's put another excavator here, huh? Look at that. Let's make a waterfall. Make a waterfall. It's beautiful. Does that get us what we need? That's killer. Could definitely do a calcifier over here. Over here. And then a turbine over here. And then our final guy here. Alright, ideal, perfect humidity. We got the salmon coming in. The salmon on our... You see they are jumping? There they are right there. Look at this salmon. Look at them. Look at them. Okay. Moving on. Humidity is complete. Those are optional goals, by the way. But anyway, so we're going to drop an airship right here. It has to be by the water so we can use a water boat. And then we got the recycling silos, and we're just going to start picking up our garbage that we left around. You know, drop one here. There's a lot of garbage here. And let's drop this here because we just put all this stuff down right here. There. And the great thing about this is we have water that's connecting so much of our land. And that's such a big deal for picking up the recycling. As you see, we need a recycling drone to be put there next to our airship, and then the loading dock allows us to take our recycling drone and go clean stuff up. So what that means is we can take this recycling drone and put a little gate here and pick up all this. First, let's make sure let's not grab that. Okay, let's just do that. We just put that down. We don't want to get rid of that gate we just put down. And then he'll go and pick that up. And then he'll go and pick all this up. Maybe all of it at the same time. And we'll set more, right? And so it'll pick it up on the way back. And once we get to enough recycling, things will be amazing. Make sure we grab all of that. Make sure we grab all of that. And make sure we grab all of this. Make sure we can grab all of that. And then hopefully we can grab all of this. Make sure we can grab all of this. And before we start doing anything else, we want to build this observatory. So, again, like I was saying, you need a river and a recycling drone, and it picks up all the stuff around you. This picks up everything around you, and you need to put it close to where the recycling drone can pick it up in a loading dock. This allows you to go up the waterfalls, so your recycling drone can get to the waterfalls. And I also gotta pick that one up since I made one. The animal observatory, just put on greenery, will allow us to use the sonar ping to encourage animal species to move into a habitat that's appropriate for them. So we put this down here, right? The final step is recycling progress is the reintroduction of animals. So new animal species will help maintain the ecosystem long after buildings are packed away. So animal species need to be scanned for, and switching species, and the grazer lives in herds of wide open grassland, things like that, and they'll give hints. And you got to use the scanning tool. You'll need to find suitable habitats for at least 3 animals. So our goal is to do all the animals, obviously. So Anyways, starting with the grazer lives in herds of wide open grassland, which seems pretty easy, right? Can we get enough grassland over here? Yep, so we got some deer over there. We also got some deer over here, right? Boom. So now we got deer. And we got plenty of grassland over here, right? Deer. We have plenty of deer. The small amphibian lives in the reeds of a wetland near Fimbos. So wetlands with Fimbos. And that's easily achieved over there. So we got frogs over there. Also easily achieved over here. Boom. Frogs everywhere. Next we got the large caniforms domain as a forest which contains a beehive and is on a hill. So that's why we made this over here. On a hill. Right? So I don't know what outdated means. Maybe there? Not enough hill. Okay. So it's kind of difficult to scan here apparently. Oh, you know what? First let me recycle all of this. How about that? Right? And then recycle that, right? Okay, so back to scanning here. So that has the stuff, but it doesn't have a beehive. But guess what? Now it does. Bam. Boom. We got bears. That's one of the hardest ones to get. I watched a few videos and people struggle to get bears. It's hard. You have to have a forest that's on a hill and has a beehive. So there we go. We got a bear. Next, the web-footed water flow rests in a large lake when it is not flying. So this is a goose or something. It just requires partially met in a lake. What? What? A lake? What? How about here? What? How much lake do you need, man? There we go. We got a goose. We got a goose. Wow, it needs a lot of lake. This industrious rodent builds its home on a river near a forest. So that looks like a beaver. And the beaver, boom, we got a beaver. Maybe we could put a beaver up here too. And we got beavers galore. We need more geese. There's enough lake right here, right? There really just is not enough lake right there, huh? There's enough lake over here, yeah? Alright, geese. Be rude. Okay, this predator prowls in a forest near to a source of prey. So, wolves next to deer. Bam. Done. Wolves next to deer. Bam. Done. Oh, outdated. Bam. No deer. Is that not close enough to the deer? I mean, we already did it, but not enough forest. I mean, I could put deer up here if that's what they wanted, but, you know, we got it. We got 6 out of 6 animals. We have done our job. It is a thriving ecosystem. Now we just have to finish recycling, which can be difficult. I just have to get rid of all of our buildings. All of them. So, there's buildings over here. There's buildings over here. I think we're going to have to build one more river to get back here because we can't reach back here. Yeah, I think that is the case. We're going to build one here. Going to build one. Did we get everything over there? We did not get everything over here. Can't put it in the wetlands. But we should be able to grab all of it in one go right there. I mean, that's good enough right there. But what needs to happen is it needs to reach that. There we go. And I think that just about does it, but this over here. So we're gonna have to build one more riverbed. Out that way. That should be good enough. Boom. Right. One more riverbed there. And then back to recycling, and this should be able to grab everything. And I think that's everything put up away in these little containers. I could be wrong, and there will be arrows that will tell me when I am wrong. But for now, we'll just start picking everything up that we can. Pick that up, and thankfully we can reach that. Pick that up. Pick all that up. Pick that up. And pick all that up in one go. Just waiting for the river to fill in here. Is there a reason why this river isn't filling in? Is there a reason why this river isn't filling in? We have to put our own... Which isn't a problem. Let's see. Let's drop that in there. But that was a little bit of a oof moment. Pick that up, and then we pick that guy up. Oh, we do have to go and grab this guy. And there we go. And that should be everything. And this is our beautiful first area ecosystem. It's got its wetlands, it's got its rivers, and it's got a couple forests. And it's got all the animals. The deer, the wolves, the birds, the bears, the beavers, the geese, all of them. The frogs, all of them. As our little boat picks up the last of our little buildings, getting rid of the last of our footprints in this wonderful land that we have created. Wow, and this whole first area took me a whole hour. I can't believe this place took me a whole hour. That's crazy. 100% recycling done, and this is it. This is take a couple of good last looks of it. I mean, well, we could always come back and check out it again at a later point, but this is it. This is the end of episode 1 here. Just a tutorial. We'll get back and do some more. Each place that you get gets more complex. So that might have seemed a little simple, but it gets harder. It gets more complex. We had 3 waterfalls. That's beautiful. I think that looked great. I made a beautiful little area there. Wasteland reclaimed. How's that? I think I've done my appreciating, so I'm just gonna hit continue because I've done my appreciating. But as you can see, we'll appreciate even a little more. There's the deers And the wolves and the birds and the salmon going up the streams. More deer. There's a bear in here somewhere. I think he's right there. Yep. And, you know, more deer and froggies. And froggies are in there somewhere. But more salmon going up the waterfall. I can't find the froggies over there. But there are froggies over here for sure that I can see. See, froggies. And then the beavers, of course. The beavers are in the water. Where's the geese at? I think we made the geese where the beavers are, so maybe the beavers are overriding the geese. Well, yeah. Like I said, done my appreciation there. Hit that continue button. Boom. And this is the main menu of the game. Would you look at that, huh? It says 70%. I don't know why it only says 70%. It says climate threshold to achieve. Animal 6 out of 6. Biome restored. Yeah. So I don't know what it takes to get 100% or whatever, but it says 70% there. And 17 total. And yeah, again, this will be the end of episode 1 here. I really do enjoy this game. It's really nice and chill. I might have gone through that first level a little quickly because it was a tutorial and it kept on telling me how to play the game. And I kind of already knew. But the second place is... Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it looks like there's another area in this area. That's why. But the next area is tropical. Okay, so see, there's a beach, and there's mangroves, and tropical forests, and coral reefs, and a bunch of animals that we don't know. But that will be on the next episode, so check out episode 2 for the tropical restoration. And let's continue making this planet beautiful, because that is our job, to change the wasteland into a wonderful, recreated, beautiful, awesome land of restoration and awesomeness. This game's really chill. I like it a lot. Stay tuned next time for the next episode. Always remember to hit the like button, subscribe, all those kinds of things. Leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate it if you guys help me get my videos seen. Share them where you can, because I'm a small YouTuber, but I'd like to share and get my voice out in the world and build a community. So anything you can do to help out, I appreciate it, guys. That is it for me. Astro Manny out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and adios.